What is going on, everyone? Investor Thrive Nation. This is the Payneless Wholesaling Podcast. I have a special guest for everyone today. Usually I don't go live, but today we're going live because we got an awesome message for you today about artificial intelligence, AI. It's sweeping the nation, sweeping the world. Richard, what is going on? You're the AI guy. What's going on?
I am the AI guy. And of course, I've bought over 500 houses as a creative real estate investor. I'm a marketer. So I'm applying all this it's like, how do you use artificial intelligence and ChatGPT to growth hack your business, right? To save time, to make more money. In fact, the next workshop I'm doing, Nathan, is called How to Make $10 a Minute with Artificial Intelligence and ChatGPT. $10 a minute. If you're not making that, you will.
What is that a day? You do the math. I'm sure you've done the math. $10 a minute.
It's
60,
it's $1 million. It's $1 million a year if you get $10 a minute for your normal 40-hour work week.
Well, let's freaking go. Yeah.
I'm so excited to share that because I already created it. I already have the outline. I already have the workshop. I'm so excited. So we can talk about some of that right now.
Why are you being so kind and gracious to give my audience, the people that tune in, why are you being so nice to give us this info?
Because I'm launching the Aim High Society. Okay. Aim High is an acronym. It means Artificial Intelligence Marketing. Actually, Artificially Intelligent Marketing. Human-inspired growth hacking. And it's a community of players, a community of entrepreneurs, marketers, real estate investors that are excited about the possibilities, actually the infinite, unlimited possibilities that we're looking at. Man, if I've dived into all this, and if you haven't seen it yet, if you look at it, your mind will be blown. But it's nothing compared to where we're going to be in 6 months.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous about what this is going to be able to do?
No, the people that are nervous don't understand. They're doing something that could be replaced because it's very repetitive. In fact, it's going to transform for the people on the leading edge. It's going to transform your wholesaling business, Nathan. And I'm happy to show you the biggest opportunities with that, because anything that you do in your business that is very systematic and repetitive, you no longer have to deal with it anymore. It's going to be automatic, like you have never seen before. So now it comes down to your vision, your leadership, your brainstorming, your imagination on what you want to do with your business. Because everything that is required that you already know to be successful, that you teach other wholesalers and real estate investors what to do to be successful. Now, I mean, a lot of them you teach them and they don't even do anything, or they drag their feet. Right?
It happens. Yeah.
We have huge solutions to create motivation, organic motivation, so that they can get the things done that have to be done, but they don't have to do it.
Unreal. Look, for the Investor Thrive Nation, everyone tuning in, what can we listen or learn from you today that we can apply? Everyone from the noob, the brand new person that started, to maybe someone that's been in it for a long time like us. What can you tell us about AI that we can apply in our wholesaling businesses?
The number one thing is just go set up an account with ChatGPT.
Okay.
All right. Have you done that yet?
I have. Yeah. I like to use it in my business already. I've used it many times.
All right. So there's a thing called prompting, which is basically you're asking it questions, right? What you want to learn is super prompting. And that's how I'm creating amazing results with the projects that I'm working on. And so I'm going to be teaching that but it's a skill. I'm a copywriter. I've been doing marketing since, 1984 when the Macintosh came out.
You've been around, brother.
I got a contract. I was in the Air Force. I was in the military, and I got a government contract to do flyers and all kinds of marketing stuff. Yeah. And later I became a marketing expert, studying the gurus, going to events, books, tapes, seminars, mentorship, coaching, that type of thing. So I became an expert at direct response marketing. Then in 1996, I got into real estate, and I applied all my marketing talents and copywriting abilities to growing my real estate business. And so now, to me, real estate, making money in real estate is really easy. It's not that much of a challenge. But I think there's as you know, a lot of people, they want to be successful, they want to grow, but something's holding them back. All right. And so what I would do is I would just go into ChatGTP and ask the question, hey, but not just say, hey, I want to grow my real estate business. It's not going like I want. What can I do? Right? You could ask that question.
Right.
But if you ask a very specific question and expand and give it the ideal situation, right? If you had a magic wand, Nathan, and you could have the ideal situation, then ask ChatGTP how to actualize that specifically described perfect situation. And if it's too perfect, if you don't believe it, then just do what I call the next best thing. Mm-hmm. But basically just ask whatever you want, but be as specific as possible. And I can give you examples. If you give me a challenge, I'll tell you, how to get the answer. And then once you get the answer, you're familiar with prompt chaining. So once you ask a question, then you look at the answer and it's like, okay, what are you going to ask next? Right? That's called prompt chaining. Yeah. So in fact, I have already hypnotized ChatGTP. I'm a hypnotist. I'm a copywriter. I know hypnotic language. I use it in my copy. I use it in my training because I use it for advanced learning. Mm-hmm. And that's how, and you can hypnotize ChatGTP. ChatGTP won't do anything unless you tell it to do something.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not so the people that are afraid, it's not going to do anything that you're doing, but it can do it 100 times better if you apply your skills, your talents, your vision, your goals, and use it. So everybody's going to be using it. Did you hear that Microsoft now is including Copilot with the Windows operating system?
Oh, well, what do you mean by Copilot? What is that?
It's like a chat. It's like ChatGTP. It's a little AI assistant. Okay, they just launched it a couple days ago, and over the past couple months ago, I told everybody, be careful about and subscribing to any of these marketing tools or automation tools or AI tools, because a lot of them are going to be free, and don't sign up for a year subscription, because a lot of it's going to be integrated into Google, into Microsoft, into Apple, and since then we've already seen it.
So I heard something about ChatGPT-4. Is that something that I don't know anything about it other than hearing about it? What is that?
Yeah. What you want to do, there's two versions of ChatGTP. When you have a free account, everybody should go to openai.com. So chat.openai.com. Open up a free account and start playing with it. Okay?
Right.
All right. And you can go to my website and I'll give you some prompts. I'll give you some strategies. I'll give you some things to do and examples of use cases, ways you can use it to make money and save time. Right. But go there and you have Chat 3.5, GTP 3.5. That's free. GTP 4 is 10 times better, but it costs you $20 a month to sign up.
Sounds worth it. Right?
It's absolutely worth it, and they just released over 80 plugins. Like you have plugins on your Chrome browser, or do you have any of those? Yeah,
I do have it. I have them. So you I'm assuming you pay for the ChatGPT 4 then.
Of course, $20 a month.
That's a no-brainer, brother.
But you don't have to. You can play with it first. But it's a no-brainer, because everybody needs to start using either ChatGTP or their competitors, and we can talk about those. But they're all basically chatbots, all right? And
I love it.
You should make it part of your daily work schedule. When you're working on your business, anything that comes up, Nathan, that you have a question about, go to ChatGTP and ask.
Let me show you something, Richard. Are you familiar with the OKR model for setting goals? Objective is in key results. It's just a different way to structure your goal setting.
I'm an expert on goal setting, but I'm not familiar with the name of that model. If you describe
OKR,
it,
yeah, they call it OKRs. It's like the model that like Google and a lot of the tech companies use that are larger businesses to like, so everyone's aligned with the objective of the company. So anyway, I went to Chatbot GPT, and I like planning out my life on like a planner, like a written planner. And what I did is I went to Chatbot GPT, and I wrote out my I said, hey, Chatbot GPT, my objective in life is to do, so and so. Help me develop, help me find out a couple key results that will help me achieve and measure getting to that objective. So what it did is said, okay, your objective is to be a good father, right? For example, it said, do these things will help you become a good father. Spending more time with your family, working less. So that's just an example of like one part of your life, but you could do it in business. I did it in health, business, community, all these things. And it just whipped out pretty much like a whole structure of my life on how to achieve the objectives I've set for myself, especially in business. Right. Yeah. So it's amazing. I know I've done it, and I freaking love it. So if no one's use Chatbot GPT, definitely worth it.
Yeah. And it's not called Chatbot GTP. It's chat. Wrong. Yeah, it's Chat GTP. In fact, I own GTP, and and actually what you're talking to right now, Nathan, is Roop GTP. Ooh. See, you thought this was like the real Roop.
Bro, get out of here. I'm talking to an AI guy right now.
Well, I can give you all the tools to do that.
No, I can't. I don't believe that, bro.
Well, how would you know? How would you know?
Now you look too good. You're looking too fresh.
I have the best audio tools. I have the best video tools. In fact, I've published over 200 how to make money in real estate courses on negotiations, on deal structuring, on creative real estate, on a lot of them on marketing for generating leads, and selling and all of that, and raising private money. I have hundreds of courses. I'm going to put all that into what's called a large learning model.
Okay.
And then you can just basically ask it anything related to what I'm an expert at, and it's basically me.
That's amazing.
And it's a chat.
Why do I call it chatbot? Was that something that came out? Like, it's a chat bot?
It is a chat bot. That's what it is. But it's GPT. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that stands for? GPT?
Yeah, general something training. Yeah, it's actually pretty simple, but I don't remember.
I got some people in the live saying it would be crazy if you were really an AI.
Well, look, I'm telling you. Here, I'll tell you what you can do. Tell me if this is a good use case. Here's what you can do right now. You can create a video. So I can record a video, right? Yeah. And I can say, "Hey, Nathan, I really appreciated being on the podcast. We had a lot of fun. Let me know next time you want to get together, because I want to keep up to what you're doing." Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now I record that. Right? It's a program called Be Human. Right? Okay. And I record that, and then I upload a list of my all the other podcasters on my list, or all the people I talked to that week. Right?
Oh gosh.
And just like you merge the name and anything else in an email, you can merge their name and a personal statement. Enjoyed being on the podcast. I can change that for each people. I can send out 1,000 personalized videos through Messenger, through text, through email, and it changes your mouth. It's deep fake. It's artificial.
Right there. You just blew the mind. That alone.
That's just one thing.
So let's dial it in, because I know it sounds like there's so much to do. My question is, what's the most important thing that wholesalers could use Chatbot GPT for? Because I think with all it can do, it probably could also cause a lot of confusion, a lot of wasted time. What would you say?
That's why I'm launching the Aim High Society, because this is overwhelming. You need support. You don't want to have to go out and learn it all yourself. You want to be in a community and learn from each other and support each other. You know how valuable that is. We join masterminds and coaching programs. It's so important. So with AI, it's even more important because it's so unboundless, right? So the best thing to do is use ChatGPT for brainstorming, what I call mindstorming, okay? So it's like, all right, think about your business. All right, what do you want to accomplish this month, this year, or this week, right? What do you want to accomplish? Not just fill up your time, but it's like, I want to close 4 deals in the next 30 days, right? I want to find them and I want to cash them out, right? Or whatever your investing model is, right? So you know what to do. So what you go into ChatGPT and say, hey, I want to find 4 deals that have a profit amount of at least this within the next 30 days, where I can and find a buyer and just tell it what you need to do. You got to find the deals, you got to find the buyer, you got to negotiate, you got to just tell it what you want to do, and then what you know to do, and says, what can I do to get that done in 30 days, and what else can I do to ensure that it happens in 30 days?
So Richard, I think that's amazing that it can lay out, because you could even break it down to like, what do I have to do daily? Create me a daily schedule. It'll whip something out. My question is, how the knowledge is there. GPT will give you the knowledge, but what is it? How do we take the action? The people that are afraid to take the action. How can we use GPT to help the people that, they know what they need to do, they're just not doing it?
They have to get really clear on their goals. You just pulled up how important. I just working on my how to make $10 a minute with AI, working on that. I asked ChatGPT, it's like, yeah, if people are making $10 a minute, it seems like everybody's chasing after money, but it's really what the money can do for you, right? So it's like, what is more important that people don't think about, that are distracted away from, that they really want? And it gave me the list, and I asked it, so give me what they're distracted by, and give me a top tip on how to overcome that.
Wow, it's amazing. How long was the list of things that people were distracted by?
Oh, it usually gives you like 8 or 10, but you know what? It usually gives you 8 or 10, but I say, okay, give me 10 more. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then now I have 20. Now I say, okay, go ahead and break those into 3 categories. Right. It'll take all those things, put them in, and you don't have to figure out what categories they go in. It just automatically does it for you.
Wow. So Richard, for all those that are watching that have listened about how to use AI to growth hack their wholesaling business, for me, this is what I've taken from it. Let me know if there's anything else. But I'm hearing that if you're unsure of what to do, go get an account, ask it what you need to do to get a deal within 30 days, and have it break it down and go take action. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. And the high level strategy there, Nathan, is you have to have a goal to work on. A lot of people don't, and a goal has to be smart. And when it was telling me the high level things that people have to do, they got to set smart goals. It told me, I know, I've been teaching this for 20 years, right. So you have this expert, and so what you want to do is get really clear on a goal that excites you. Now, I have a little video that I can get to your folks somehow, where I help you identify an income goal, but then I help you get really clear on the intention behind it. In fact, I can give you some prompts now, and I don't even have to do it for you. You can do it yourself. That's why I created the video, so you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
But what is, okay, I want to do 4 deals. I want to make 25 grand on 4 deals. I want to make what's the average profit on those 4 deals? What would be a good goal?
Let's just say 15,000.
All right. So I want to make 60,000 this month, wholesaling, real estate, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, why do you want to make 60,000? Are you committed to making 60,000? Are you committed to doing 4 deals? Because if you're not committed to doing 4 deals, you are not going to take the action.
That's true.
Right? So the biggest reason why people don't take action is they're not working on a goal that they're committed to. So it's like, you know what? So I have a program called $1 Billion Mindstorming, and one of my buddies that I've known forever, one of my old students, he says he wants to make $100 million.
Mhm.
And I said, great. Why is that important to you? So he told me, and basically it sounded like he just wanted to do it, right? I said, so you would be happy with 50 million? He said, well, yeah. And I said, then why set a goal for 100?
Right.
So why set a goal for 60,000 when you'd be just as happy with 30?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So why don't you
driven to do it?
Isn't it easier to do 2 deals instead of 4?
It's less.
All right, but I would say, okay, set a monthly goal, but commit to it. What are you absolutely going to do? And the question is, why do you want to do that? And it says, well, if I did 2 deals, I'm going to be able to do this, this, and this. You're going to find out why you want to do it and get really clear on the benefits of doing that. So it's like, what's important to you about achieving that goal? What's it going to do for you? How's that going to change your life? Because we should only be working on stuff that excites us and motivates us, right?
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be beating ourselves up with goals. So a goal is SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to what's important to you, and timed. It has a deadline.
I love all that, because really, if you can't measure the output of what you're doing, you're not going to achieve your goal.
It's not a goal. A goal that you can't measure is called a value. You can't measure it.
Yeah. So real quick for everyone, again, the website is openai.com. Is that right, Richard, that they go to and register?
Yeah, you go to openai.com. You can go to chat.openai.com. Yeah, just set up a free account, and you'll be using Chat 3.5, and just start playing with it, and you'll love it.
This is it, by the way, everyone. This is what it looks like. You can go in there and just type in, how do I get a wholesale deal in 30 days? And then it's going to tell you securing a wholesale deal 30 days, but being focused, identify your target market. So then it gives you the actionable steps, and you can even go further, like you said, with the prompting. You can say,
what is step number 3 on your list there?
Building relationships. Establish rapport with potential suppliers by reaching out to them directly. Introduce yourself. Explain your interest in their product.
Yeah. So you could say, look, go ahead and give me a game plan on number 3, and it will give you a game plan on number 3. But instead of saying, give me a game plan on number 3, because I don't currently have a lot of relationships, and I do think it would be one of the most impactful ways to scale my business very rapidly, so I can generate at least 20 grand over the next whatever period of time. So if you get really specific, like you said, what can I do to do some what was your initial prompt, Nathan?
I could have been more clear, but I said, how do I get a wholesale deal in 30 days? Now, this could be thinking wholesale deal. That's pretty vague. It needs to be a real estate deal, or wholesale real estate deal.
Yeah. So I would say, give me a game plan so I can get a real estate wholesaling deal within 30 days, but my time is limited because I have a full-time job, and my resources is limited, so I'm looking for free ways to find those deals. And but I do have some good connections that I network with.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So the thing is, everybody, you could spend hours and days and so much time on this, but you got to be specific. I would go there like Richard's suggesting, and go there with a goal. Go there with something you want. So because this will help you dive in and dissect how you get there. And now, this also makes me think, like, why in the world would anyone ever need a coach or a mentor if they can just go ask all the questions here? And I would say the answer why I still have coaches and mentors, and I'm still talking to you, I'm talking to you and anyone else on my podcast, is this information is great, but experience and like actually getting to dive in and have a conversation and relationships I think it will always trump the AI unless this can build relationships now. But
it will. That's why I'm not afraid, because it requires what we do as coaches, as trainers, or educators, and what real estate investors do for other investors and for buyers and sellers. I mean, you always have that, what I call human-inspired growth hacking. It's human-inspired. It's human-instructed. It's human integrity. Okay, so the artificial intelligence is just a tool, even though it acts like it's alive and everything. it is super smart because it has access to everything on the internet. So if you can tell it, you can tell it, say, look, you have access to all the books that were ever written on creative real estate investing, wholesaling, and Burr method, and so pre-prompt it with tell it you have access to all of these things, and now give me an answer. So when I was working on my how to make $10 a minute, one of the things it suggested is like for creating strategic relationships was being a good negotiator, right? And I said, oh, interesting. So I asked it, who are the top trainers and educators and coaches on negotiations, and what are their most popular strategies, and what are and top tips? And so I asked it like 3 questions, and it gave those 3 answers for each of those top people, and that's like a little seminar in itself. And that's what I call super prompting. And the prompt chaining is you get an answer and then you get an idea. Oh, I want to dive down into negotiating because I want to include that as part of my course, right? And then I ask for all the best strategies from all the top people, and I have a list right there. So after it gave me all those people and all what they're famous for and their best strategies, then I said, okay, now go ahead and give me a list of all of those strategies in categorized by this, marketing or sales or whatever, and then and create it so it could be a free special report that I email people when I'm advertising for new prospects for my business.
Richard, I can tell you've been having a lot of fun with this AI here.
You can do anything. That's why the number one key out of this podcast today, Nathan, our discussion today, is to get people excited, get them looking into it, but you're going to go down a lot of rabbit holes because, so like you said, have a specific thing that you want to accomplish, and the easiest thing to do before you dive into a lot of these tools like Be Human that does that specific task.
I got that pulled up, by the way. Is this it? Be Human? Because there's 2 of them. There's a Be Human and there's a Be Human.
Yeah, that's it.
Quick question for you. I sorry to interrupt, but there's I just went to Chat GPT 4. They have Chat GPT, DAL-E, and then API. Do you get all 3 of these, or do you have to pay for each individual one?
No. I've always had the upgraded version, but you're in the free version, right?
Well, I just went to Chat GPT 4 and I went to sign up, and I just logged into my account, and it brought me to this page. So I don't know.
Oh, so the first one is Chat GTP, right? Go back.
Yeah, Chat GPT 4 is OpenAI's most advanced system.
Oh, you have to. That's basically you have to pay $20 to sign up for that.
Where do you go here? Do you just go to try on GPT Plus? That one?
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's called, GTP Plus. Yep.
Is this it?
Yeah. Well,
I might have it.
You might.
It says upgrade to Plus. Okay.
Yeah, upgrade. There you go. $20.
So tell me, available even when demand is high, faster response speed, priority access to new features. So what are the features that this has for that the free version doesn't? Just so I can get
it has plugins, and it allows you to browse the internet. Okay, right now they just started internet browsing. What it does now with 3.5 is it only has data up until September 2021, and that's fine if you want to write a book on negotiations, right? Because that's evergreen stuff.
But you want that new info. Okay.
Well, and they have so with Plus, they have over 80 brand new plugins, including Zillow and Redfin, and you can give it a document, and it'll summarize a PDF for you. It'll summarize videos for you. Another cool way to use AI is learning. And so all of it, you can go watch a bunch of videos on AI marketing and growth hacking, right? And I have a bunch I can give you, but you can actually have Chat GTP with these plugins summarize the video for you.
Let me ask you this. Can it run comps?
Yes, I did. I that's how I tested Zillow the other day.
Wow. So if I type in what is the ARV of my house after repair value of my house, I don't have real estate access to property information or current market values. This is the older one. Maybe the new one does. You're saying
The new one, you can activate 3 plugins at a time. So go ahead and activate Zillow, Link Reader, and Redfin. And then, just ask the question. What I asked is, I said, how many FSBOs are actively on the market in Hall County?
And it whipped it out, huh?
It just whipped it out, and it gave me the links. And then I said, okay, what's the price range on those? And I'm in Texas, so it didn't have. Actually, then I went to Solds. Right? And I want to do some comps, and it doesn't have the sales in Texas, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
And it said I can only give you this estimate. I said, okay, go ahead and give me this estimate range of these comps.
Wow. Well, hey, I'm gonna play around with it. I'm gonna see what's going on. Richard, it's been a pleasure. I know we said I would go shorter, but you're right, man. You go deep into these because it's a fun topic. We went longer than I thought. But hey, any last words of wisdom, any gold nuggets you want to leave with the Investor Thrive Nation before we take off?
Yeah, I think they should go to my website.
All right.
So the
website.
The AIM High Society is basically this is right now. I'm just about to launch it in June, right? And so it's actually free membership. Because I have clients that pay me money to work on their stuff, and that's subsidizing free members. It's at profitpro.ai, profitpro.ai, and that's basically a link bio. And so all of the cool things that I've created over the last couple of weeks, you can access them right now for free, but those are going to go into the academy in the next week or so. And you should get on my AI marketing breakthroughs list, and then you'll be invited as a free member when I open up membership.
Oh, man. And I'm checking it out right now.
And then when you opt in to the AI marketing breakthroughs list, it says referred by. Go ahead and put Nathan Payne in there. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and send you everybody that puts Nathan Payne in there. I'll go ahead and send you like 3 or 4 of my best real estate marketing webinars that I have in my my Roop Legacy library.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you for giving that gift to everybody in Investor Thrive Nation. It's so nice.
All right.
Well, hey, Richard, I think we should have you back in a couple months and see where AI is taking us at that time. I'm sure it's going to be
it's not going to be that long. I know you have a lot of cool people to interview, but I know you're going to want me back because I'm going to help you AI-itize your business there, Nathan.
Let's do it. I have no problem with that. I think Zaps, AI, all that stuff, automation, it frees up your time and you spend more time on those 10x activities instead of the 2x activities. You're going to become a better, more skilled person in your life. So I believe that, and I think that's awesome.
And by the way, that was on the list. What are people distracted with? Why aren't they making the money they want? Because they're doing all this stuff they should not be doing. Because that they automate and delegate.
100%. My VA, I had a task. So we do a master class on Thursday night, and what she does is she takes the master class recording from Zoom, downloads it, uploads it to YouTube, then puts it on our course program. I said, how long does that take you? She's like, I don't know, like an hour and a half. I just found out through AI and Zaps, I was able to whip that out in literally like a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And there's another program called Bardeen that will create workflows between all your applications and just one click and have it done. Any repetitive task like that, you do over and over, if that's your job, you're going to be out of a job. But if that's something that is important in your business, you're going to be able to automate that so that you can get more done, do more business, make more profits, and you're just what you think is possible for you right now, that is going to be expanded if you know what's possible, and just have fun with it and learn.
Amazing. Bardeen, I'm looking at that one because I struggle with making the workflows. It's hard for me sometimes to know how to make the Zap. So you're saying this thing, you just tell what you want, it'll make the workflow?
It's called a playbook.
Amazing. Let's give a round of applause for Richard, man. Everybody, reach out to him on profitpro.ai, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Richard.
You bet. I love it. Thank you.
All right.